All right, Coach, just a brief comment about what your thoughts so far about how things are going for your team preparing for the season opener Thursday.
We're healthy. That's number one thing. We've had the same 25, 26 kids all summer long, core working out, which is really nice. We did really well in our scrimmage, so I think we're right where we need to be.
Right. And this is your first year as a head coach, but you've been the assistant coach, one of the assistant coaches there. So talk about that transition of being the head coach now.
Well, becoming the head coach was an easy transition because the two coordinators that we've had for years at Fort Wells agreed to stay on staff. So it was really an easy, smooth transition. So same offense, same defense. So the kids were very familiar with both those coaches. Being on the staff last year was made a better transition too because the kids are all familiar with me. Plus, I'm teaching up there now too, so which is a nice benefit.
So this is the first year you've been teaching
My
there?
first year teaching up at the high school at Fort Wells.
I remember going out to a practice last year with Coach Brunikamp, and one of the features of Floyd Wells is being a neighborhood school. Can you talk about the benefits of that, about these kids knowing each other for a long time?
Yeah, most of these kids all went to the same junior high, they all elementary, and they're very proud of their neighborhood, which is a nice thing to have. And they're a tough brand of kid. I mean, they really are. They take great pride in where they're from, and they stick together.
Right, and then season's coming up fast, already Thursday. What are your thoughts about playing a team like CDO? I know they're going to be without one of their best players with an injury, but your thoughts about playing against them?
I'm very familiar with CDO, past coaching things, and they always have fantastically coached athletes. And they're always well coached. They're great athletes. We're disappointed that their best player, the running back, is hurt. We've been getting ready for him since June.
Right.
So, but we know it's going to be a struggle. It always is. And their home field. Two of my kids graduated from CDO, so
okay.
I'm very familiar with the.
Yeah. So, I know you want to talk about all your players, but who are some of the kids that have really stood out so far in the fall camp for you guys?
We're really young, so we've had some returning players that stood out. We have Derek Gonzalez, who's one of our returning linemen. He was second team All-Region last year. We have Lloyd Love, who is a good receiver for us. Austin Spivey, who will be our finally get the starting quarterback job for us. But he's been on varsity for 3 years now. So all those players are kind of standing out leadership-wise and things like that.
Right. And how long have you wanted to be a head coach? Is this something that you wanted for a while, but it didn't happen, or how'd that come about?
There were opportunities, and it just didn't feel right, and this felt right. I've always been good friends with Mark Brunikamp, and got on his staff last year, and then when his opening was just kind of a surprise.
Right.
So I got my wife's permission and interviewed for the job. Fortunate enough to get it.
All right, Coach. Well, best of luck to you. I appreciate the time.
All right, thank you.